What's happening, guys? It's Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and I'm here at the launch of the new Sony RX100. Now, this is a premium segment point-and-shoot camera. This has just been launched in India for a price of 34,999 rupees. Now, this has a Sony One type sensor that is traditionally larger, about 4 times larger than a traditional point-and-shoot sensor. It's a 20.2 megapixel sensor, and this camera is boasting a lot of premium or professional series features. So first of all, if you look at the body of the camera, it's completely made out of metal, so it's very premium to touch, very premium to hold, and a very nicely built camera, the RX100. They do have this ring over here. This is a multi-function ring. It can be used for various functions, but traditionally in a manual mode, it will be used to adjust your aperture. So gives you kind of an SLR sort of feel on your point-and-shoot camera. You do have a full control dial on the top over here, which lets you select what kind of mode you're in. This is your wide and telephoto zoom toggle, along with the camera shutter button. Your power on and off button is also on the top. So at the back over here, you'll see a dedicated video recording button, along with a couple of menu and function buttons, and you have a jog dial, which is a control dial, and also a 5-way D-pad. Below that, you also have a preview button and a quick help button. On the bottom, you will see a full-size tripod mount, and if you remove the battery door over here, you will see the battery and the SD card compartment. Now, the battery is a 1240 mAh battery, and Sony says that it can take up to 330 shots on a full charge. It does take standard SD cards. You do also have an HDMI output over here. So on the left of the camera, you have a convenient strap connection point, as well as on the right, so you can connect two straps. And this is your connection point, which is a micro USB connection point. So the camera boasts a lot of new features, including a very small aperture of 1.8, so that gives it excellent low light performance and very little noise thanks to the large size sensor. You do have a lot of good professional quality features in it, and I was going to talk about the ring on this. So if I'm in manual mode, you can see that using the ring I can adjust the aperture on screen, and that'll show in my viewfinder right here. If I'm in a different mode, I can use the same ring to perform other functions. So for example, if I go into scene mode, I can use the ring in front to select what scene I am in. So with this, you can see that now I can select my scene using the front control ring. And so it's actually very smooth. It's almost buttery smooth, the front ring over here. It's as good as a ring on a professional SLR. You do have a pop-up flash over here. The LCD at the back is a TFT LCD. It's got 1.2 million dots, so it's a high resolution LCD at the back as well. And you do have full HD video recording at 50i, so it's 1080 at 50 frames per second. And you do have 6 levels of image stabilization on this camera. The new Carl Zeiss lens. This is the new 1.8 aperture lens. It has a 3.6x zoom range, and it can shoot as close as 5 centimeters away from the subject. And you will notice that it gives you a defocus of subjects as close as 50 centimeters front and back of the subject. So the memory card compartments can accept a SD, SDXC, SDHC card, or a Magic Gate Sony memory stick duo. So all sorts of cards that you can possibly have work in this. The LCD is a high resolution LCD, and you can see this image that I just clicked. It takes the image of the subject up close and personal, and it gives everything else out of focus behind the subject. Very nice defocus range on this camera. That's thanks to the 1.8 aperture of the lens. There you go, guys. This was the RX100. This has been Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.